and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicola and I like making lifestyle videos. So if you like hauls and vlogs and what I eat in a day and speed cleaning and all those sorts of videos, then I would love it if you would subscribe, and you can do that by clicking the button just down here. Sorry, I am joined by my small furry companion who was licking me to death. Now stop it. Right, so I decided I needed to do a Poundland haul. I haven't been to Poundland since before lockdown, and there are a few bits I needed. Actually, I've been watching other people's Poundland hauls, and there was one particular thing that I had seen that I really wanted. So I thought, right, it's about time I went along. So I went on a Saturday morning, which probably wasn't the best time to go, but I've been quite busy with work during the week, so it was the best time for me. And I went about 10:30, and I went to my local one, which I live in Northampton, so if you're local, I went to the Riverside Park one. And as I drove up, there was a long queue going all the way outside, and I was like, oh, I really don't want to queue. I haven't had to queue to go shopping for a long time, and I really don't want to queue. And so I pulled up because I thought, well, I'll just wait and see how quickly it's going. And then I had another look. I thought, that's a bit weird. Like, it doesn't look like they're actually queuing. There are other people, and I saw somebody else just bypass the queue and go straight into Poundland. I thought, that's odd. And then I realised everybody was queuing to go into Sports Direct next door. So I jumped out the car, went straight in, no queue, and it was really quiet and easy to shop. So that is a positive, really, really good. So actually the one thing that I did go in for, they didn't have, which I was really disappointed about. So I nipped to another one, which is in a shopping centre, and there's a big Tesco there, and I thought, oh, not really sure whether or not there's going to be a queue to get in there, and actually there wasn't, and I went straight into Poundland, got the thing I wanted, and came straight back out again. So it was a successful trip all round, and I got some really cool stuff, so I'm just going to dive straight in and show you what I bought. If you saw my home bargains haul, you will know that my son Archie is suffering really badly with his hay fever at the moment, and he is using all our toilet rolls to blow his nose, so I bought him his own tissues, and he's a big Friends fan, so I got these, which are Friends tissues. So we've got the Friends logo here with the lobsters on, You're My Lobster, we're on a break, and the Friends one there with the picture frame and the taxi and the lobster and a coffee cup. So I thought those were really cool, and were obviously found. I also bought a box of tissues as well, so exactly the same thing. We've got Central Perk on that way, on that side. I'd rather be watching Friends, so he can just have these in his room by his PlayStation, which is where he spends the majority of his time at the moment, and help himself, and he won't need to keep stealing our toilet rolls. So next up I got these, which are some LOL plasters. We did have some My Little Pony ones which have run out, so I thought I'd pick up the LOL ones. I mean, I don't mind wearing LOL plasters, not that I very often need a plaster. Phoebe's really the only one who's likely to need a plaster regularly, so I got these. In fact, Andrew did need one the other day. He had a bad splinter that he had to take out, and he could only find the My Little Pony ones, but we did then sort him out with a plain one. So yeah, I thought Phoebe would enjoy those, so I picked those up. Next, in the sort of health and wellness sort of section, I picked up these, which are cold sore plasters, lip care cold sore plasters. Now I haven't had a cold sore for a while, but whenever I do get one, and every now and then, usually when I'm a bit run down, but every time I do get one, I've never got anything to put on it, and I think Zavirax works really well, but I've never tried these patches, but I've heard that they're quite good. So I thought, well, as they were there on the shelf, I'll pick some up so that next time I get a cold sore, I have got something to put on it. So there are 14 in a pack, and it like acts as a second skin, which I thought was quite a nice idea. So I'll give those a go, well, hopefully no time soon, but if I get one, I've got something to protect myself. So there's no real order to this stuff, I'm just showing it to you as it comes out of the bag. So the next thing I picked up were 2 of these scrub buds. I've seen scrub buddies, I've seen, obviously they're a fake minky. They are definitely not as good as the real minky. I have a couple of packs of those that we've worked through, which last a lot longer, and I bought some of these from B&M not that long ago. I bought a pack of 3, and unfortunately they only last one use, whereas the minkies you can wash them and reuse them, whereas these tend to fray at the sides. But they're quite good to have, and good to have in the cupboard when you need an extra one, so I bought a couple of those. I also picked up some of this, which is a Fabulosa spray, disinfectant spray. I use usually on our surfaces a spray that I picked up from Aldi, but I've stopped going to Aldi for the time being, and I needed some more, so I picked up this instead. The scent is Electrify. I don't know what that is. I thought it was like a lavender one, but it's obviously... I don't smell of anything really, just smells like a cleaning product, but that's fine. I just needed it for wiping down surfaces and stuff. So so yeah, I thought that would be kind of good, and I say for £1, can't really go wrong. What else is in here? I bought 2 LED light bulbs. These are super expensive if you buy them in B&Q or in Tesco, and we go through them quite a lot. We got, I think, 8 in our kitchen, and then in the bathrooms as well we have them. They're the LED ones with the little things down the bottom. Now I've just realised that I got these in ultra bright, so I'm not sure how good they're going to be, but we do have our lights in our kitchen. We have 8, but they're on 2 switches, so we have 4 that we use regularly and 4 that we only use sometimes, so I'll put these in the ones that we don't use that often, and then they'll be fine. Hopefully they're not going to be, whoa, really bright. Next I picked up some Pritt Stick. Phoebe is obviously homeschooling at the moment, and the other day she said, have we got any glue that actually works? And I did find one, but only one, and the others had all dried up. And I do find that the ones we had were from Wilko, and I do find that they don't last that long, and they're not brilliant glue, you know, glue. They're not brilliant glue. They don't last very long, and yeah, they're not very sticky. So I thought I will buy a proper one, because they did have a pack of 5 in Poundland for £1, or this one for £1. I was tempted to buy the 5, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy a proper Pritt Stick because it will do the job that it's supposed to do. So I got that for her. Then a couple of food items. I picked up these brunch bars, which Archie really likes. Oh, there we go. I picked up the raisin ones and the chocolate chip ones. I actually picked up some of these in Tesco with my food shop on Thursday, and they were £1.50 a box, and obviously these are £1 a box. So I thought, well, rather than wait, I'll just buy 2 more because they last for ages and we can keep them in the cupboard. And I will remember to go to Poundland to buy them in future, because I used to buy the Tesco brand, but Archie decided now that he doesn't like those, he prefers these. So I need to continue buying these, because then he'll at least eat them. Otherwise I'll buy the others and they just sit in the cupboard. So yeah, I'm going to go back to Poundland next time and buy these from there. And I also got these, and I didn't know that Poundland did the skinny whips. I know I usually get mine from either B&M or from Home Bargains, but they now do them in Poundland, and these are different. These are Skinny Crunch. So these are, again, less than 75 calories. I've got the peanut butter flavour and the, what are these, sticky toffee flavour. So these should be really nice. I think these are 3 or 4 points if you're on Weight Watchers, and they're quite low in sins if you're Slimming World, and if you do neither of those, they just taste good. So yeah, would thoroughly recommend those, and I bought those, were obviously £1 each. If you've been watching our vlogs or you follow me on Instagram, you will know that we have been doing up our garden, and it's looking really lovely. Furniture's in, everything's pretty much done. We've just got one big raised bed to fill with plants, and we're taking our time. We've done 2 and we need to fill 1 more, and then I wanted to get some pots and things to grow some plants in. So rather than just plant a plant, I wanted to grow something. I'm not very green-fingered. My dad is the green-fingered one in our family, and he knows everything there is to know about gardens and gardening, but I know nothing. So I just thought these looked pretty, and I bought these bulbs, which are Acidanthera, peacock orchid, and I thought they looked really pretty, little white flowers. And then I also bought these, which are a 50 bulb collection, Allium, Molly, Brodea, and then some more of those orchids. What are they called? Peacock orchids. Some more of those. So a little thing of those. And Phoebe, I think, would enjoy helping me plant these. So I need to get some pots. They didn't have any big pots. They had little ones in Poundland, but I wanted some big pots to put these in, to put on our patio. So she will enjoy doing that with me. And actually they had loads of fairy garden stuff. I think I mentioned it before in a Poundland haul. And I hummed and hawed about buying them, but they're little tiny things. And for £1 for every single one, if you want to buy a whole thing of like to make a fairy garden. It's going to be quite expensive, so I didn't get them, but I may go back and get her some when we've planted our pots. I may give her a pot and she can plant her own little garden and put her fairy things in there. She might want to choose what she wants to put in it herself. So yeah, I got all those bulbs. And then on the garden theme, I'll show you these, if I can get them out of the bag. I bought these. So these are decking boards, and the idea is I think you buy them and fit them together and you can make a deck. That's not what I bought them for. I thought they would look really nice to put a plant pot on. So our patio is quite porous. I didn't realise, I just asked for a grey stone when we got the people to do our patio, and I don't think it was a good buy. I mean, it was okay, it's fine, but we have to clean it a lot because anything that gets on it stains. And so I thought if I have my pots sitting on it and then it rains and then they make a mark, it's going to make a permanent mark on the patio. So I thought it might look better and they might last longer if they were stood on a little board. So I bought, oh my god, I nearly got a splinter. So I bought 3 of these and I thought they would look really nice with a plant pot on top, and they were obviously £1 each. So you could spray paint them if you wanted to and make them blend in with the patio. I could make them grey or white, but I quite like them as they are, and it's a bit too much hard work if you ask me, so I probably just leave them like this. But I got 3 of those so I could put sort of 3 pots together, and yeah, I thought those would look really nice. What else do we have in here? I bought some hand soap. I always buy hand soap. My friend always laughs at my hauls. She says, oh, you and your hand soap. We always buy, I always stock up on hand soap, and we are actually running low. We have, I think, only 1 left. I have a little store cupboard on my landing, which you will have seen if you watch any of my speed cleaning videos, and I have a little store in there of shampoos and shower gels and things like that, and so it's running low, so I got 2 more. And these were £1 each, obviously, and they are the Carex Moisture Dermacare Antibacterial hand wash. I also bought some shower gel, again for the same reason, to go in my little store, and I got a simple one, which is the Nourishing Shower Cream, and that's not going to focus, there we go. And I bought the Radix Feel Refreshed one, which smells amazing. It is citrus oils and eucalyptus. That's a good one for waking up in the mornings. Whew. Definitely makes you feel wide awake, and that's quite a nice one for moisturising your skin. What else do we have? So I bought some Bold because we are already running out, and how we're getting through. I think the problem is because I'm working out every day and washing my workout clothes every day. Andrew is. Kids are generally, rather than just being at school and wearing the same clothes each day, they're changing every day. So we're doing a lot more washing than I think I normally would. Anyway, we're getting through a lot of washing liquid, so I bought another one, and this is the lavender scent, and this was £5, so not £1, but still cheaper than it is in Tesco. I think sometimes it's a £5 in Tesco if it's on special offer, otherwise I think it's £6. But otherwise, I did buy one in my home bargains haul, which was cheaper, but it was much smaller and it hasn't lasted very long at all. And also, this is a squeezy one, and the one I bought was a pour one, and Andrew poured half of it all over the side in the utility room because he didn't realise it was going to come out so fast. So we needed more washing liquid. I bought antibacterial wipes because, you know, it's that time. I use wipes for cleaning my toilets and I needed some spares. And I don't know how good these ones are going to be. I prefer, you know what, the ones I really like are the Aldi floor wipes because they don't disintegrate. They're really big and you can do a whole toilet with just one wipe, and they are really, really good. But as I say, I'm not going to Aldi at the moment, so these ones will have to do. I bought this little pen holder. Take out the bag. I bought this little pen holder for my office. So I think I mentioned actually in my last Poundland haul before lockdown that I think I bought a little black basket, and I said I wanted to do my office more in sort of black and white style and a bit more minimal. So since we've had our floors done and I painted the walls in my office and we've wallpapered another wall, I have got rid of all the gold and rose gold stuff that I had, and I have started replacing it with things like this. And I've struggled to find a pen pot that I wanted or that I liked, and this one was in Poundland and it's perfect, exactly what I wanted. So I picked that up, and for £1, can't go wrong. Last thing in this bag is some deodorant, which I got for Phoebe because she's at that age and she does a lot of exercise, a lot of dance, and I thought it was about time she had some deodorant, and she can take this with her to school when she goes back to school in September to put in her PE bag or in her dance bag. I might buy her a few more, so that she's got one with her. But yeah, she's at that age, unfortunately, where this is now becoming necessary. A couple more bits in this bag. I picked up this little pot which I thought was really sweet. It's just a little jar with little bumps all over it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to use it for. Yeah, I don't know. It might go on my coffee station with some straws in, or for some cutlery when we eat outside. I'm not 100% sure, but I just liked it. And for £1 I thought, oh, I'll grab that. They did have different colour ones. Can't remember what colours though. They might have had a pink and a blue, I'm not sure. Anyway, I like the grey, so I picked that up as well. And in here we have a packet of almonds. Andrew loves his nuts. He tries to eat healthily and he likes eating nuts, and I buy this packs of luxury fruit nut mix in Tesco, which are nearly £4 for a pack not much bigger than this. So I got these almonds because he likes those too, and they were £1 obviously. I bought some bronzer. I bought this one. I thought I'll try it. It's a matte bronzer. My bronzer, ooh, I will show you. I have the Avon bronzer, but it is just about finished. And I have actually just recently stopped doing Avon. I've done Avon for 4 years, I think, and I've just decided to stop it. I think lockdown made me realise how precious my time is, and the weekends, once we get back to a more normal routine, our weekends are so busy that I just don't have that much time to go out delivering brochures and delivering people's orders and things. And a lot of my customers, although they can buy online, they don't like to buy online, and I did love to see people. It was lovely. I got quite emotional actually when I made the decision to finish Avon, but it was time. So anyway, I'm digressing, but anyway, that was the one I usually use, so I thought I would try this one. Bronzer's a bronzer after all. It may not last very long, I don't know, but we'll give it a go and see what it's like. If not, I'll have to go online and spend a bit more money somewhere else. Is that it in the bags? Yes. And then the last thing was the thing that I specifically went for. I'd seen this on other people's Poundland hauls, and I need to have that. So when I went into our local one and it wasn't there, I was so gutted. And I walked into the shopping centre Poundland and I was like, please have it, please have it, please have it. And they did, and they had 4 or 5 of them. And so I bought 2, and that's this mug. So you may have seen it on other people's hauls, but I am just in love. If you know me at all, you will know that anything with stars on it, and it's a favourite of mine. And these, so I bought these mugs before from Poundland. I bought the heart one, and the other one, did they have crowns on or something? Anyway, I've got them in my cupboard, and we don't use them because they are really thin, really flimsy mugs, and they're a little bit bigger than these, but they are really flimsy, and I like a good rim on a mug. I don't like the thin, like a china cup type feeling. I like it to be a proper solid mug, and these really are. They are much more, I mean, they're obviously dupes of the Emma Bridgewater style mug, and they are much more like her mugs. They are much more solid, and I don't feel like they're going to break, which is so much better. So it's got these little pink and blue and yellow and green stars all over. So the design on them is quite Kath Kidston in style, whereas the mug is very Emma Bridgewater. So they're a bit of a mishmash of the two. I love the fact that the inside is grey, and for £1 this is a bargain, and I absolutely love it. I was going to buy 4 and then I couldn't carry them all. I'd need a bag, so I just bought 2. But I mean, there is really, they are so good for £1. And the only thing I will say on this one, I should have perhaps checked a bit more, is that on the lip here, I don't know whether you can see, you can see the paint comes slightly over the rim, but that really is the only little thing, but I should have just picked a better one. But they are great, and we will actually use these. I can't wait to give them a wash and start drinking my tea out of them. So I was really chuffed with that purchase. So yeah, that was a pretty big Poundland haul. I got quite a lot of stuff, and it was all stuff that we needed or that I wanted. So yeah, I was really pleased. So let me know in the comments below if there was any particular item that you liked. This is obviously my favourite. And subscribe if you're not already. Give me a like, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.